Everywhere you look around, there's a logo connected to a company, whether big or small. And today, we are going to get into the origins.
Hello guys, I hope you are all doing well. Welcome to our channel The Origins that gives you real information about different things. Today, I will talk about the origin of KFC. Let's get started. Kentucky Fried Chicken, or KFC for short, has grown from a backroom in a fuel station in the middle of nowhere to become the de facto chicken fast food restaurant chain in the world. Today it enjoys a massive global presence and its food is enjoyed by millions of people every day. How KFC was started. Kentucky Fried Chicken, known today as KFC, was incorporated in 1955 by Colonel Harlan Sanders in Corbin, Kentucky. But its story began a little before then. Sanders was born in 1890 and at the age of 12, he left home to work as a farmhand after a troubled childhood. At the age of 15, he left the farm to work a series of jobs with mixed success. His various jobs included trying his hand as a painter, railroad fireman, plowman, streetcar conductor, ferryboat operator, insurance salesman, justice of the peace, and service station operator. By 1929, Harlan had opened his own gas station in Corbin, Kentucky. Here he cooked for his family and the occasional customer in the back room. Sanders, by all accounts, used to enjoy using the recipes his mother taught him to make. Pan-fried chicken, country ham, fresh vegetables, and homemade biscuits to name but a few. It appears he was a dab hand at cooking and news began to spread far and wide, enabling him to open a 142-seat restaurant and motel nearby, the Harlan Sanders Court and Cafe. In 1936, Sanders was honored with the title of Kentucky Colonel by the state's governor. Around this time, Sanders also managed to perfect a method of speeding up the cooking process for his chicken, pressure cooking. This reduced the time needed to cook his chicken while retaining, in his view, the quality of the food. Things were going well and he even received an endorsement in Duncan Hines' Adventures in Good Eating in 1939. By the early 1940s, Sanders had managed to perfect his original recipe of 11 herbs and spices. This was never revealed to the public but was, as he famously admitted, made of ingredients that stand on everybody's shelf. But the advent of the Second World War and gas rationing forced him to shut shop as tourism dropped off. The motel and cafe limped on, and after a brief uptick post-war, the planned construction of Interstate 75 in the 1950s that would bypass Corbin entirely threatened the future viability of his business. Sanders needed a new plan. Colonel Sanders sold up and traveled the U.S. to franchise his recipe to other restaurant owners. KFC, as we know it today, was born. How old was Colonel Sanders when he started KFC? This is a little tricky to answer because, as we have seen, exactly when KFC began can be debatable. But using the incorporation date, Colonel Sanders would have been 65 years old. In the early 1950s, Colonel Sanders began to sell franchises for his recipe after he was forced to close his own restaurant and motel. His first franchisee, Peter Harmon, owned a hamburger restaurant in Salt Lake City, Utah. Over the following 4 years, Sanders persuaded several other restaurant owners to add his Kentucky Fried Chicken to their menus. By this time, Sanders had retired and was living off his Social Security income and savings. Using some of this money, he incorporated and took his recipe on the road around the U.S. By 1963, Sanders' recipe was franchised to more than 600 outlets in the United States and Canada. Sanders had 17 employees and traveled more than 321,869 kilometers, 200,000 miles, in 1 year promoting Kentucky Fried Chicken. He was clearing $300,000 before taxes, and the business was getting too large for Sanders to handle. Company-histories.com. He sold much of his business to a group of investors in 1964 and moved to Canada, where he lived until his death in 1980. Since then, KFC has conquered the world as the largest fast food chicken operator, developer, and franchisor in the world. Today, KFC is owned by Yum! Brands. If you enjoy this video, please subscribe, like, and share this channel. See you later. Thanks for watching.